What's up, everybody? Welcome back to FinanceWhales channel, where we talk about achieving financial freedom through smart saving and investing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Saving money isn't exactly the most exciting topic in the world. It can feel restrictive, boring, and just plain difficult, especially in today's world of instant gratification. But what if I told you that saving money could actually be empowering, even exciting? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of saving and how understanding your own brain can be the key to transforming your financial habits. We're going to uncover the mental roadblocks that might be holding you back and explore practical strategies to overcome them. It's all about making saving a sustainable part of your life, not just a temporary fix. So whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up your saving game, stick around for real-life success stories, actionable tips, and a fresh perspective on building a brighter financial future. You don't want to miss this. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to check out FinanceWhales for more financial tips and insights. Alright, let's be real for a second. How many times have you told yourself you'll start saving tomorrow or next month? We've all been there. The truth is, our brains are hardwired for instant gratification. It's basic human nature to crave that immediate reward, that dopamine hit from buying something new, whether it's a fancy coffee or the latest tech gadget. And that's where the struggle with saving begins. Saving requires delayed gratification. It means choosing to put money aside today for a future reward that might feel way off in the distance. But here's the thing. Delayed gratification is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And trust me, the rewards of saving, the financial security, the peace of mind, the freedom to pursue your dreams, those are rewards worth waiting for. So, how do we train our brains to prioritize saving? It starts with understanding our money mindset. What are your beliefs about money? Did you grow up with a scarcity mindset, always feeling like there wasn't enough? Or maybe you're prone to impulse purchases, driven by emotions rather than logic. Once you identify your money patterns and habits, you can start to challenge and rewire them. One powerful technique is called temptation bundling. Remember that instant gratification we talked about? Well, this strategy is all about pairing a desired action, like saving, with something you truly enjoy. For example, let's say you love listening to your favorite podcast or audiobook. Instead of allowing yourself to listen anytime, make a rule that you can only indulge while walking on the treadmill or doing chores around the house. This way, you're tricking your brain into associating saving with something pleasurable, making it feel less like a chore and more like a treat. Another game changer is setting clear, specific, and achievable savings goals. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but do these saving strategies actually work in the real world? You bet they do. And to prove it, I've gathered some incredibly inspiring stories from real people just like you, who transformed their financial lives by making small but impactful changes to their saving habits. Meet Sarah, a single mom of two who was struggling to make ends meet on a tight budget. She felt overwhelmed by debt and couldn't imagine ever being able to save for her kids' college education. But I decided to take control of my finances. I started by tracking my expenses for a month, identifying areas where I could cut back, even if it was just a few dollars here and there. I canceled subscriptions I wasn't using, started meal prepping to avoid expensive takeout, and even picked up a side hustle as a freelance writer a few nights a week. It wasn't always easy, but I was committed to creating a better future for myself and my children. Fast forward 3 years, and I've paid off my credit card debt, built an emergency fund, and am well on my way to saving for my kids' education. My story is a powerful reminder that no matter your circumstances, it's never too late to. Then there's John, a recent college grad who was bombarded with student loan debt. I felt trapped, like I'd be stuck paying off my loans forever. But I stumbled upon the concept of the debt snowball method and decided to give it a try. I listed all my debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates, and focused on aggressively paying down the smallest one first while making minimum payments on the other. Alright, let's face it, the world of saving has come a long way from the days of stashing cash under the mattress or dropping coins into a piggy bank. Don't get me wrong, those methods have their charm and can still be surprisingly effective, especially for teaching kids about saving. But in today's digital age, we've got a whole arsenal of tech-savvy tools and apps that can take our saving game to the next level. Let's start by comparing traditional saving methods with their modern counterparts. The classic piggy bank, a staple in many childhoods, teaches the importance of setting aside money regularly. But let's be real, it's not the most practical or secure way to save large sums of money. That's where savings accounts come in. They offer security, FDIC insurance up to a certain amount, and even a bit of interest, though it might not keep up with inflation. But here's where things get interesting. Enter the world of budgeting apps. These digital wizards connect to your bank accounts and credit cards, tracking your spending habits and categorizing your transactions so you can see exactly where your money is going. Some popular options include Mint, Personal Capital, and YNAB. You need a budget. They take the guesswork out of budgeting, making it easier to identify areas where you can trim expenses and free up more cash to stash away. And speaking of stashing cash, let me introduce you to the magic of Roundup apps. These clever tools like Acorns and Capital round up your purchases to the nearest dollar and automatically invest the spare change. It's a painless and surprisingly effective way to invest without even thinking about it. Imagine building a solid investment portfolio just by buying your morning coffee. Now, if you're ready to level up your saving game even further, let's talk about automated savings. This is where you set up recurring transfers from your checking account to your savings account, just like paying a bill. You can choose the amount and frequency that works best for you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This is all great if you have a decent income, but what about those of us living paycheck to paycheck? How are we supposed to save when we're struggling to make ends meet? Trust me, I hear you, and you're not alone. Millions of people are navigating tight budgets, and it can feel incredibly discouraging to think about saving when money is already stretched thin. But here's the good news. Saving on a low income is absolutely possible. It might require some creativity and a bit of sacrifice, but even small, consistent savings can make a significant difference over time. Remember, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. The first step is to track your spending. You can't manage what you don't track. Use a budgeting app, a spreadsheet, or even a good old-fashioned notebook. Whatever method works best for you. The goal is to get a clear picture of where your money is going each month. Once you have a handle on your spending habits, it's time to identify areas where you can potentially cut back. This doesn't necessarily mean drastic lifestyle changes. Start by looking for small, manageable tweaks that can add up over time. Can you switch to a cheaper phone plan, negotiate a lower rate on your car insurance, cut back on eating out or buying coffee every day? Even saving a few dollars here and there can make a difference. Another powerful strategy is to find ways to increase your income, even if it's just a little bit. Could you pick up a side hustle like driving for Uber or Lyft, delivering groceries or selling items you no longer need online? Or maybe you have a skill or talent you could monetize like freelance writing, graphic design, or social media management. Remember, every little bit helps. If you can find a way to increase your income by even $50 or $100 a week, that's extra money you can put towards your savings goals. It might not seem like much, but over time it can really add up. Now, we've talked a lot about the practical benefits of saving, from achieving financial freedom to reaching your financial goals. But let's not underestimate the profound impact that saving can have on your mental well-being. Believe it or not, having a healthy financial cushion can do wonders for your peace of mind, reduce stress, and even improve your overall happiness. Think about it. When you're constantly worried about money, it's like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders. It can consume your thoughts, affect your sleep, and strain your relationships. Financial stress is a real thing, and it can take a toll on both your physical and mental health. But here's the flip side. Having savings provides a sense of security and control over your life. It's like having a safety net, knowing that you have a buffer to fall back on if unexpected expenses arise, like a medical bill, car repair, or job loss. This peace of mind is invaluable and can significantly reduce anxiety and stress. Furthermore, saving empowers you to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. When you're not living paycheck to paycheck, you have the freedom to pursue opportunities that might otherwise be out of reach. Whether it's starting your own business, going back to school, or simply taking a much-needed vacation, having savings gives you the flexibility to design a life you. Alright, we've covered a lot today, from the psychology of saving to practical tips. But before we wrap up, let's address common saving mistakes that can derail even the best savers. By being aware of these pitfalls, we can avoid them and stay on track towards our financial goals. One of the biggest saboteurs of saving is lifestyle inflation. This is when our spending creeps up as our income increases. Instead of letting your spending balloon, save a portion of that extra income. Another mistake is neglecting to adjust your savings plan over time. Life changes warrant a reassessment of your financial plan, including your savings goals. Review your budget and savings plan at least once a year to ensure it aligns with your current circumstances. Failing to set clear and specific saving goals is another recipe for disaster. Apply the SMART goal-setting framework to your saving goals. Set a specific goal, like saving $10,000 for a down payment on a house within 2 years. Now, let's talk about debt. Relying too heavily on credit cards can be a slippery slope to debt. High interest rates can quickly erode any savings progress you've made. That's it for today's deep dive into the psychology of saving. I hope this video has given you a fresh perspective on your relationship with money and empowered you to transform your financial habits. Remember, saving isn't about deprivation. It's about freedom, security, and creating a life you love. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more financial tips and tricks, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And be sure to share this video with anyone you know who might benefit from a little saving inspiration. Remember, you've got this. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your financial dreams become a reality. See you in the next video.